In question 10, we have to prove the identity 1 plus sine upon 1 minus sine minus 1 minus sine upon 1 plus sine as 4 tan upon cos. So in the first step, we can just simply take the LCM in the denominator. So that will become 1 minus sine and 1 plus sine. So taking the LCM, this will become 1 plus sine into 1 plus sine, which is 1 plus sine whole squared, minus this will become 1 minus sine whole squared. Expanding the bracket, this will become 1 plus 2 sine plus sine squared, minus this will become 1 minus 2 sine plus sine squared. And the denominator, we can apply the algebraic identity, which is a minus b and a plus b is equals to a squared minus b squared. So we can write this as 1 minus sine squared. Expanding the bracket in the numerator, we'll get 1 plus 2 sine plus sine squared minus 1 plus 2 sine minus sine squared. So simplifying this, sine squared and sine squared will cancel, 1 and minus 1 will cancel. So the numerator will be 4 sine, and in the denominator we'll have 1 minus sine squared. Now as we need a term in cos, so 1 minus sine squared is equals to cos squared, as sine squared plus cos squared is equals to 1. So we can write this as 4 sine upon cos squared. Now as you also need a tan in the numerator, we can write cos squared as cos multiplied by cos. Sine upon cos becomes a tan. So this will become 4 tan x upon cos x. In part B, we have to solve the equation 1 plus sine upon 1 minus sine minus 1 minus sine upon 1 plus sine equals to 8 tan x. Now we know that this was equals to 4 tan x upon cos x. So we can write 4 tan x upon cos x will be equals to 8 tan of x. Cross multiplying, we'll get 4 tan x is equals to 8 tan cos, bringing the 8 tan cos on the left hand side. So this will become 4 tan minus 8 tan cos equals to 0. Now one very important thing to note is that students tend to cancel these tan over here, which will result in a loss of a value. So we'll first factorize and then solve to find the values of x. Now taking tan common, this will become 4 minus 8 cos equals to 0. So one of the values of x will be tan x equals to 0. And the other value will be 4 minus 8 cos x equals to 0. So cos x will become equals to 1 upon 2. And tan x is equals to 0. So tan inverse of 0, in this case, we'll get an answer x equals to 0. And cos inverse of 1 upon 2 is equals to, so as we have to give our answer in terms of pi, taking cos inverse of 1 upon 2, the answer will be 1 upon 3 pi. As we cannot go beyond 1 upon 2 pi, so these will be our final two answers.